What's going on, everyone? I hope we are all good. It has been a hot minute. I know that I always start these off by being like, I've been so busy, but it is kind of true. And look, I'm all about owning my mistakes. Actually, first of all, this is the neurodivergent brain, just right. It's the 17th of November. I really want to put up the Christmas tree, but it's just that it's that little bit too early. I love Christmas. And I was going to wait until the last weekend of November, but now I'm just like, do I do it this weekend? Should I do it this weekend? Look, that's not why you're here. I dropped the ball with YouTube this year. I was determined to be better, and I did do better. I promised to do a weekly video during my dieting phase, which I did do, and then I dropped the ball. Because I feel like I'm just, this year has been crazy. And I feel like I'm learning to spin a new level of plates. But YouTube is really important for me, for the business, and I do enjoy it. But it's just like another plate. And I have got to get better at spinning it. So 2026, I sound like a new year, new me. 2026, I will get better at it. And I might even start a new channel, because I've had this one for a long time, and I think it might be time to get a new channel. But that's besides the point. The time is 20 to 1. I'm starting this late. I've done calls all morning. I didn't need to bring you along for that. You know what the deal is. I'm now doing group coaching check-ins, but this morning's also been busy because I launched Transform, which is completely for free. You can download the training plan that I used for my entire 6-month prep, where I ended up looking like this. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. That was what I looked like. It's just this. Obviously, this is just the training side of things, but download that. You can follow the entire training plan, and with group coaching coming to an end, the next group coaching will be beginning after a very, very successful run. So if you've been dying to work with me for a long time, but one-to-one right now doesn't feel feasible, group coaching is your option. You can work with me for £1.77 a day, which is nothing. You're buying coffees for triple that. You can work with me for 8 weeks in group coaching. If you want to bag your spot, because there are only 20 spaces, same as before, you will need to be on the priority list. And the only way right now you can get onto the priority list is to download Transform. So that'll be down below. Anyway, I need to crack on with my group coaching check-ins. I've got a whole bunch of things to do, which I'll update you on as the day goes on. I'm trying to grow out a bit of a moustache, but it's so itchy. I think it's gonna get gone. I'm also cooking some chicken right now. The tism is tisming right now. I'm telling you all this stuff. Let's just get on with the day. Okay, push workout done, push, abs, and then I just need to do some cardio. Here is how my own training and stuff is going at the minute. So last time we spoke, and I think this shows how long ago it was that I filmed a video, I think I basically just started my bulk, which is only ever going to be a couple of months of bulking. I wasn't the leanest when I started that bulk, so there wasn't like lots of life in it. And the plan was always to do a mini cut for the 4 weeks of November, which I'm currently in the middle of. I started at 63.8 kilos. I'm currently 61.6 kilos. And that's only from being a couple of weeks in. So I'm flying through that. The aim is just to get down to 61 kilos. So I've got 0.6 kilos to lose by the end of November. apart from having a couple of days this week where I'm going to be in London for some like Christmas shopping where I will not be tracking my calories. Other than that, December is clear. So very, very easily going to smash that target. It's not going to be a problem. The goal for me for a while now, and I've spoken about this multiple times, was that I was going to go back into a photo shoot prep in January. And I think for a long time now, I think I've known deep down that that's probably not going to happen. And I think it's only the past week that I've kind of started admitting that to myself. So I've known for a little while that I'm on the waiting list for a histo, and it's probably going to be in December. And that's fine. That's when I want it to be. Like, I want to get it out of the way before next year. So if in an ideal world, I want to get it done in December, there was this big part of me that was like, I'm just going to like very gently break into a prep in January, take it nice and slow. But I know deep down it's not a sensible thing to do if I have the histo in December. So I think the chances are my prep is probably going to get pushed back a bit. But what I keep on telling myself is, at the end of the day, I've got one chance to recover from a hysterectomy well, and I've got a lifetime to prep. So I've got to do my check-in with my coach later on this evening. I think I'm going to bring that up and just say, I think I have to admit that the plans are probably going to change a little bit. But that's fine. I'm still going to do this mini cut, with the idea being that I can pull off a little bit of body fat before Christmas so I can relax a little bit more and eat 37 mince pies a day come December. And yeah, we'll kind of just see how things go. But things get a little bit up in the air for me, which is strange. I like my routine and I like having a schedule. So not knowing quite what I'm going to be doing next year exactly is a little bit like, I'm unsure about it, but there's plenty of things that I do know about. So I've just got to focus on those. So yeah, the mini cut right now is going really well. 63.8 down to 61.6. The aim being to be at 61 by the end of November. So that's no problem at all. Training is going really well still. I'm just focusing on like the things that are in my control. I have a pre-op for my hysterectomy on the 4th of December. And then that pre-op will basically last for like 3 months that it will be like valid for. And I'm just hoping that they ring me not long after that and be like, do you want to come in? And I'll be like, yeah, okay. Thanks for ruining my prep, but also I want to get it out of the way. So I've got one more client call before the end of the day, and then I've got to do my check-in when I get back and cook some dinner. Okay, so dieting for this mini cut so far, to be honest with you, has been pretty easy. And I think it's because I found that, I think I did this on the last diet to be fair, but I think I figured it out midway through, that if I skip carbs for breakfast, as long as it's not like a pre-workout meal, if I'm just having breakfast, then working, having lunch as a pre-workout, then going to the gym. If I skip carbs, my hunger levels are just way more manageable. And obviously the benefit of that then as well is that I get to save more calories for later on. So this evening for dinner, I've got like a load of egg, cheese, veggies, chicken, and then I've got like this huge ciabatta roll, and I'm still gonna have some like oats and fruit afterwards. So it's working pretty well. So I've got to eat this, then I'm going to do my check-in to my coach, respond to a bunch of messages that have built up on my WhatsApp since I've been gone and doing my own training, and then I'll have my oats in front of the TV. But Mondays right now are really long because I've got the group coaching check-ins. I also tend to do client calls on that day. I've got my own training. Like, it tends to be a really long day. So the time now, I would tell you if my watch wasn't dead. But I think it's like 7 o'clock, and I've still got more to do. So Mondays are long. So I think if we look at the only other thing that I was thinking about is prep next year.
Okay, check-in done. The lighting is awful. I did just think about ending this video tomorrow morning, but we'll do it all now. I am just about to watch I'm a Celeb because it's my guilty British TV show outside of Love Island and Bake Off. Although I don't feel guilty for loving Bake Off because that's a classic. So yeah, check-in done. Just to recap this day, right? So I wake up at 6:30 during the week. My first call today was, well, I started work at 8. And then outside of eating food, doing steps, and doing my own training, I was working until, what time was it? Like 7:30, and then did my own check-in. Basically, it's now 10 to 9, and I've stopped. Like I say, Mondays are really busy. My main point here is I still managed to do all of that and stick to my diet, because when you want something and you plan it out fairly well, it's actually pretty simple. It's not, dieting isn't easy, but it is actually pretty simple. So that is all. But I've delivered the news to the coach. We'll see what he says tomorrow. Not that he won't be. Oh my god. Okay, that's not good. Well, that's not gonna work, is it? So that's what I was looking at. So turns out the roof's leaking. So I'll deal with that tomorrow. Not sure how long that's been leaking for, because I don't think it's rained today. Anyway, that's besides the point. I'll sort that tomorrow because I've just not got enough to do. So yeah, that was that wasn't expected. I really thought about just not bringing that up. The fact that I just spent 30 minutes examining that, and I've missed the start of I'm a Celeb, which is obviously the worst part of all of this. But I like to keep it real, and apparently my roof's leaking, so I'll be sorting that tomorrow. But yeah, as I was saying, my coach will not be bummed that I won't be starting prep in January. Like, it's no big deal. I'll just be pushing it back by 2 or 3 months. Instead of doing a shoot in May, I'll probably be doing one July, August time, all being well. So yeah, that's that. The roof's kind of thrown me off, not gonna lie. So I'll probably end the video here. Yeah, it's great. Adulting is great. And on that note, I'll see you all in the next one, hopefully when my roof is no longer leaking.